Can a human form a pact with a spirit? This man was a terrifying hitman, but suddenly he gets murdered. And this cute girl you see, she's just a regular college student. So what happens when the soul of that fearsome killer enters the body of this innocent girl? Everything that the two of them do together, that's what today's story is about. So let's jump into the story.
The film opens with a middle-aged man named Kodo. He is a professional hitman. Kodo is fighting a group of 4 or 5 men all by himself. He takes them down one after another without breaking a sweat. But moments later, another man appears. As soon as Kodo turns around, he's shocked to see who it is. Without hesitation, the man behind him shoots him. Blood pours from Kodo's body and he dies on the spot. A cleanup crew quickly arrives. They remove the dead bodies, including Kodo's, and wipe the area clean. On the street, the bullet shell that killed Kodo rolls around, kicked again and again by passing feet. Then we meet a college girl named Fumika. She works part-time at a restaurant where the pressure is non-stop. After an exhausting shift, she goes to a bar to relax. There she meets a guy named Masaki. Masaki keeps bothering her, being annoyingly persistent. Right then, her friend Mo texts her. Fumika doesn't want to go home yet, so she purposely misses the last train and keeps drinking with Masaki, though she clearly hates his company. At dawn, she finally leaves the bar and walks home. On her way, she finds that same bullet shell lying on the street, the very one that killed Kodo. She has no idea it's actually a real bullet casing. She just thinks it looks cool and picks it up. When she returns to her apartment, Mo is waiting outside. Mo says she can't go home tonight, clearly another fight with her boyfriend. Inside the room, Fumika suddenly sees a strange man standing there. She stares at him. Mo, confused, asks what's wrong. Fumika points and asks, "Is that your boyfriend?" Mo looks around and says, "Who are you talking about? There's no one here. Are you drunk?" Fumika insists she sees someone with bloodstains on him. She is actually seeing Kodo's spirit. Mo jokes, "Are you seeing ghosts or something?" That's when Fumika screams in fear. Mo tries to calm her. When Fumika looks again, the man is gone. Mo tells her she should probably see a doctor, then leaves. The moment Mo leaves, Kodo appears and says, "You just let her walk out like that. Was that really smart?" Realizing the ghost is talking to her, Fumika panics and nearly collapses, and Kodo grabs her hand. Instantly, Kodo's spirit enters Fumika's body. Kodo is thrilled to discover he can possess someone and control them. Fumika, horrified, begs him to get out of her body. Since this is Kodo's first time possessing someone, he doesn't know how to control his powers properly. He slips out of her body. Fumika thinks the ghost has left for good, but Kodo speaks to her again, frightening her. She runs out of the room and Kodo chases after her. He tells her, "Do you think you can escape me? No matter where you go, I'll find you." Because if Fumika goes more than 10 meters away from him, Kodo's spirit automatically gets pulled back to her. Fumika doesn't reply. She just starts running. Out on the street, she sees Mo being beaten by her boyfriend again for money. Shocked, Fumika moves closer. She wants to say something, but fear freezes her. She only manages to ask Mo if she's okay. Mo's boyfriend drags Mo away, and Fumika just stands there helplessly. Right then, Kodo appears beside her and says, "Do you want to help your friend? Do you want to punish that guy? If you want power, just take my hand." Fumika suddenly remembers when she fell earlier and Kodo grabbed her hand. His soul entered her body. She shakes her head. "I don't know you. I don't need a spirit's help." But then she sees Mo being harassed again, this time even more violently. With no choice left, Fumika takes Kodo's hand. Instantly, Kodo's hitman soul enters her body. Fumika charges forward to help Mo. She punches Mo's boyfriend hard, so hard that even Mo is stunned. Mo asks, "Since when did you learn to fight like this?" Inside her mind, Kodo chuckles. "Having fun? Fighting feels good, doesn't it?" Mo's boyfriend grabs Fumika by the throat. Without Kodo's power, she can't fight back. Kodo shouts, "Grab my hand now," but Fumika can't reach him. Just then, Mo hits her boyfriend with a rock, rescuing Fumika. Mo says, "Come on, let's go home. At least we'll be safe for now." Kodo scoffs, "You're just gonna leave him like that?" Mo notices Fumika staring at empty air and asks, "Are you seeing something again?" Fumika answers softly, "Yes." The three of them sit at a restaurant and Fumika tells Mo everything. Mo asks in fear, "Is he here with us right now?" "Yes," Fumika says. "He's right beside me. When I held his hand, he entered my body. That's why I could fight." Fumika tells Kodo, "You shouldn't have gotten involved. This is between Mo and her boyfriend." Kodo replies, "I was only helping. You clearly needed it." Fumika snaps, "I don't want anyone to manipulate my body." Kodo asks, "Then why did you pick up that bullet shell?" file. She takes it out of her pocket. You mean this? Kodo nods. Yes, that's the bullet they killed me with. My memory is blurry before death, but I know this shell was used to murder me. All my rage is trapped inside it. That's why the moment you picked it up, you could see me. He continues. I was a hitman. I worked for an organization. Someone from that same group shot me. You need to find the man who killed me. My soul can only rest once he pays. Help me get revenge. Fumika shakes her head. That's impossible. She heads out with Mo and tells her, message me if anything happens. If your boyfriend comes back, call the police. Don't hesitate. She says goodbye and leaves. Kodo suddenly notices a photo of Narumi and recognizes him. Narumi is not a good guy, but Fumika ignores the warning. Later that night, she goes to the bar. Masaki and Narumi are already waiting for her. The three of them drink together and chat. Soon, Fumika begins feeling very sick. Even listening to Narumi starts to bother her. She gets up to leave and then realizes something is terribly wrong. Her drink was drugged. Kodo appears again. Fumika finally understands. Kodo had warned her earlier, but she ignored him. Kodo explains, Narumi and Masaki drug girls' drinks and abuse them. I know because I used to sell these pills. Narumi was one of my customers. Fumika asks, how do you know all this? Kodo replies, I told you I used to be a hitman. I knew all kinds of people. Fumika clenches her fists. Fine, I'll go back. If what you're saying is true, I'll punish them myself. Otherwise, they'll destroy even more girls' lives. Fumika warns them that, in return, she will help Kodo's spirit find peace. Kodo had already told her the waiter was mixing drugs into her drink under Narumi's orders. So Fumika turns to Masaki and Narumi and says, I know you drugged my drink. If you want to save yourselves, surrender to the police right now. Both of them burst out laughing. A girl? Threatening them? They dismiss her as a joke. At that moment, Kodo silently extends his hand. Fumika touches it, and Kodo's spirit rushes into her body like lightning. Power fills her veins. She goes straight for Masaki, beating him relentlessly. Narumi, terrified, turns to flee, but she grabs him too and mercilessly beats him down. Then, the bartender attacks her, but he's also one of Narumi's men. Fumika, powered by Kodo, fights each of them one by one, smashing them to the floor. When the fight finally ends and Kodo's spirit leaves her body, Fumika sees the aftermath. Bodies everywhere, all injured, all by her hands. She breaks down crying. What have I done? If the police find out, I'll be arrested. My entire college life will be destroyed. Kodo tries to calm her. None of this is your fault. During a fight, you don't have time to think. Then he says, there's a hitman at my old workplace, Kagehara. Call him. Tell him I sent you. He'll help. Fumika calls Kagehara and explains everything about Kodo. Kagehara arrives at the bar. He immediately demands, where is Kodo? Fumika says, this might sound unbelievable, but after Kodo died, his spirit has been with me. Kagehara's eyes sharpen. He thinks she's mocking him. He steps forward to attack her, but instantly, Kodo possesses her again, using her body to counter Kagehara's moves. Kagehara freezes. He knows these fighting skills. Only Kodo could fight like this. He realizes she's telling the truth. Kagehara agrees to help. Fumika explains, I can't free Kodo's soul until I know why he died. Do you know anything? Kagehara shakes his head. Management changed. I don't know much. But, did Kodo never tell you about our owner? Fumika leans forward nervously. Kagehara continues, to them, we're just dogs. They take people, train them, and turn them into killers. Hitmen. Killing. That's our only job. He adds, the owner died from illness. Now his son, Shingo, controls everything. Kagehara looks away. Kodo hated the rules, so he left the organization. Then Kagehara drags the beaten Masaki and Narumi outside to a quiet place. They beg, please, we won't tell anyone. We won't file any complaint. Just let us go. But Kagehara's face is dark. He's clearly thinking of punishing them even more. Fumika steps forward. They've been punished enough. Let them go. Kagehara refuses. Their punishment isn't over, and he strikes them again. Later, at night, Kagehara walks Fumika home. He asks, can you really see Kodo's spirit? Fumika sighs. Unfortunately, only I can see him. Inside her room, exhausted, she collapses. She thanks Kodo for everything. Kodo replies quietly, everything I'm doing, I'm only doing it for my soul. When I was alive, all I ever did was kill. But now, in the afterlife, I want to do at least one good thing. Fumika smiles. I don't know what kind of person you used to be, or how many people you killed, but right now, you're a hero. You save people. She asks him for a promise. Never kill anyone again. Kodo pauses, then nods. I promise. Meanwhile, Shingo, the son of the former owner, is brutally beating one of his organization's men. He demands, did you really kill Kodo? The men insist, yes, we tore him apart with our own hands. He's dead, truly dead. But Shingo doesn't believe them. Just then, Kagehara arrives and says, what they're saying is true. Kodo is dead. He hesitates, then adds, but his spirit, a girl is able to see it. They all burst out laughing. Shingo scoffs and says, I know none of you like me. I know you don't trust me, but don't feed me ridiculous fairy tales. You're trying to protect Kodo, aren't you? He's still alive. That's what you think. Just then, the owner of another organization appears with his gang. He demands to know why Shingo attacked his men. Before things escalate, Katsura, Shingo's most trusted man, steps in. He calmly invites them into another room to talk. Katsura is the best fighter in the entire organization. The moment the door closes, he single-handedly kills every one of them. Shingo then turns to Kagehara. Where is that girl? Kagehara hesitates, then gives him Fumika's address. Katsura arrives at Fumika's apartment with 4 elite hitmen. Kodo senses them instantly. Fumika, wake up. They're here. They're from the organization. They've found you. Fumika panics. Only Kagehara knew my address. He betrayed us. They hear footsteps. The hitmen are already at the door. Kodo stretches out his hand. Take it. Fumika grabs it. Kodo enters her body and she fights like a trained killer. She takes the 4 hitmen down one by one. Katsura enters the ruined room just in time to see the last attacker fall, and Fumika escaping through the door. Outside, Fumika yells at Kodo in frustration. This is all your fault. My entire apartment is destroyed. At that moment, Kagehara appears. He admits, yes, I gave them your address. They've been hunting Kodo everywhere, and now you're on their target list. He urges her to come with him, but Fumika, tired, scared, and furious, lashes out at him with curses. Kagehara, anger boiling, draws his gun and points it at her. Instantly, Kodo possesses Fumika again. A brutal fight breaks out between them. Kagehara's skill versus Kodo's unmatched combat techniques. They clash for a long, intense stretch, until finally, Kagehara falls, defeated. Kodo points the gun at him, and then memories flood in. Kagehara begins confessing, yes, I was the one who shot you. He continues, after the owner died, his son Shingo took over. He rejected his father's methods. He began tearing everything apart. You quit your job right then. Shingo became suspicious. He saw you as a threat, so he ordered me to assassinate you. A flashback shows the truth. A younger Kagehara stands trembling with a gun pointed at Kodo. Kodo tells him calmly, we're just their dogs. If you don't kill me, they'll kill you. I'm tired of killing for money, and I refuse to be Shingo's pet. Kodo steps forward, fearless. Do it. If you don't kill me, someone else will. Kagehara, helpless and broken, pulls the trigger. Back in the present, Kagehara collapses in tears, reliving the guilt. Kodo reaches toward him, wanting to comfort him, but as a spirit, he can't touch him. Meanwhile, Shingo is furious. Not a single hitman he sent could harm Fumika. Even Katsura failed. He orders tighter security. Fumika tells Kagehara, if we can destroy your entire organization, so many innocent lives will be saved. Kagehara nods. You're right, but their security is too strong. Shingo's people are all monsters. Taking them down won't be easy. Fumika says, I want to live for others, and this is also Kodo's revenge. I want to free his spirit. Kagehara shakes his head. Impossible. Even if Kodo fights through your body, he can't take them all down alone. Fumika replies, this is my revenge too. Because of him, I lost my expensive apartment. I've already suffered enough. After thinking deeply, Kagehara finally agrees to help Fumika and Kodo. He takes Fumika to his workplace. For protection, he gives her a knife. Before entering the building, Kodo tells Fumika softly, I'm sorry for everything. I've never been kind to anyone in my life, but I promise you, no matter what happens, I won't let anything happen to you. Hearing this makes Fumika genuinely happy. Following Kagehara, she moves forward, and Kodo walks with her like a silent guardian. Inside, Kodo guides her. Take those bullets, and my favorite gun. After she gears up, Kodo enters her body again. Kagehara and Kodo in Fumika storm inside together, shooting as they advance. They take down every guard in their path. Katsura finally appears to fight Fumika. During the fight, Fumika's bullets run out. She hides in another room and pulls out the knife Kagehara gave her. Kodo warns, if Katsura comes in, reach out your hand. I'll enter your body again. Katsura bursts into the room with a gun. Kodo gives rapid instructions. Fumika dodges, hides, moves exactly as he says. She finally stretches out her hand. Kodo dives back into her body. The fight begins again. Hand-to-hand combat, intense and brutal. Katsura is incredibly strong. Kodo can barely keep up. Every punch, every kick lands on Fumika's real body. Blood running down her arms, her breath weakening. Katsura's blows are too much. Kodo becomes overwhelmed and loses consciousness inside her. His spirit slips out, leaving Fumika weak and exposed. Katsura grabs her throat, choking her. Fumika struggles for breath, reaching desperately for Kodo. She barely manages to jab Katsura with the knife and touches Kodo's hand. Immediately, his spirit returns to her body. Just when they prepare to fight again, Shingo enters and starts firing. Fumika dives for cover. Shingo's bullets hit Katsura instead. Katsura collapses and dies. Kagehara rushes into the room. He throws a gun to Fumika, really, to Kodo. Kodo fires instantly, shooting Shingo in both legs. Finally, Kagehara finishes Shingo with a single fatal shot. Fumika whispers, exhausted, "It's over. I'm done. I'm not staying here. I'm going home." She walks away slowly. Kodo stands there, tears in his eyes. Fumika, pale and trembling, stumbles outside. Then she realizes Kodo is gone. She calls for him, looks everywhere. Nothing. His spirit has finally been freed. That's why she can no longer see him. Kagehara tells her, "I'm going to destroy this organization. If I don't, they'll come back to kill you. This is the last time you'll see me. Return to your normal life. I'll transfer money for your apartment repairs. After that, no more contact." Fumika thanks him. Fumika goes back to her normal routine. One evening, on her way home, she sees a bullet shell lying on the ground, just like before. She picks it up, smiles, only to realize it's not a bullet at all. It's just a lipstick. Still, the memory of Kodo makes her heart warm. Mo calls out to her from behind. Fumika turns, smiling brightly. They're finally moving into a new apartment together. Something they should have done long ago. The scene fades out, and that's where the movie ends. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending time here. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe for more every week. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next upload.